Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus. It is my honor to serve and to slay today for you. Thank you so much for being in here, for being part of this 100,000 cutie patooties. You have a huge place in my heart, dear Taurus. Thank you for being in here. And welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to Arman's Mind, where I serve and I slay. So, dear Taurus, I will give my sincere expression and gratitude to you at the end of the video. Right now, I'm going to get into your reading about the upcoming week for you from June 16th to June 22nd. Hold on 1 second. Confirmation verbs. So, I'm going to take a look at your past, present, and future. I'm going to take a look at the overall energy, and I'm going to see what's coming up for you and some advice. Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus. We did it. We really did it. And I'm sure that my mom would be so proud of me. I mean, you have been here for quite some time already with me from the beginning, many of you. And I'm a son of a Taurus and son of a Capricorn. So let's see what's going on, dear Taurus. Let's talk about the past, present, and future. Starting off the Magician, looking good. Looking good. Okay, so the main energy here is the Eight of Wands, which is an incoming communication movement here. That's what I see happening, the main energy or the challenge. And you have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, okay? A lot of healing is taking place. Three of Swords here is about healing something here that crushed you at a very deep level. Mama Taurus, and we're going to talk about this. Nine of Pentacles here. I think, eventually whatever situation happened towards you, this led you to become independent and to start loving yourself even more, focused on yourself. I think career is a big thing for you. You have been hurting a lot from something here, okay? From something really major, and I'm going to find out what this is. But in the present moment, there is an incoming communication. It's like somebody is dying to tell you something. That's what I'm picking up on. Now, in the recent past, there is the Magician, the Page of Wands, the Judgment. In the recent past, maybe you manifested a connection here with somebody here with the Magician and the Page of Wands. Could have been a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Scorpio also. Could have been a Capricorn as well. Now, in the recent past, there is also the Judgment, which is talking about a major decision, major realization about a specific situation. And we're going to find out what it eventually led to. Now, in the present moment, there is the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the World. In the present moment, what I do strongly feel like here, finally, you're closing up a heavy, heavy, heavy cycle that's been weighing you down. There is something here that you've been wanting to literally finally release and let go of. Page of Pentacles is a brand new beginning that's coming in your way or an offer. We're going to find out soon. In the near future, there is the Page of Swords, Four of Cups, and the Star. In the near future, whoever this person is that was closed off or maybe did not want to communicate with you or talk to you, I do get the sense of here this person wanting to come towards you and bring some sort of a resolution to this situation, some sort of a healing here. Okay, the Star here, Aquarius energy, this is a card of Aquarius, is a desire here to make things right. You could be also dealing with the Scorpio. I'm getting here Pisceana. So without any further ado, let's get into clarification. Also, Mama Taurus and Daddy Taurus, I'm using the very first deck that I used for the channel here. So we're gonna get into the reading and clarify. I mean, I have like multiple decks that I've been using, and I'm using this one because I felt really called to clarify the cards with this one. There's a very strong energy to these cards. So Taurus, let's talk about the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands here is clarified by the Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so Taurus, somebody here is determined. Like it's like their love is growing that so much that it almost like it knows no boundaries, okay? Because Seven of Pentacles to Nine of Pentacles, there's a lot of growth, okay? There is a strong desire here. You and this person could come from two different countries, locations, places. There is a very strong sexual connection between you and this individual. I am strongly getting here that money also could be something that's involved in this situation. There is an important question about stability, but somebody here is determined to communicate with you. As I said also earlier, right? Because, my cards are always on point. Somebody here is very much determined to talk to you. They want to make amends. They want to bring some sort of an offering or possibly an olive branch towards you and talk about stability. They see you as somebody that's the Knight of Pentacles. Remember when the Knight of Pentacles also showed up, at the bottom of the deck, right? You have been doing a lot of healing, and this person sees you as someone that's independent, that's maybe alone. Some of you are still single, and this person have been wanting to find out if you're still single so they can come towards you, my dear Taurus. Now, in the recent past, let's clarify the Magician. The Magician is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Judgment, and the Four of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I feel like that you and this person might have been in a separation. There could have been a geographical, location-wise distance between you and this person. I am strongly getting here that in the recent past, there was a major decision. Somebody here had to make a decision, and you manifested this connection. Everything started off being very, very nice, and everything was happy. The honeymoon phase, and then somebody here all of a sudden started getting closed off. There's this closed off energy with this person, which is telling me that it might have disappointed you. Okay, and there is a Judgment here again, and this time I think you made a decision maybe to disconnect from this person. You said to yourself, you know what, I'm not doing this. I can't just be on and off or back and forth. I need to choose myself, and I need to do my own thing. I'm not here for cat and mouse games. Let's talk about the Page of Wands in the recent past. Okay, so possibly Cancer, Scorpio, Pisceana, but what I'm seeing here is with the Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, there was some sort of truth that maybe you were not aware of, and you find out it later, and then it hurt you at a very deep level. You didn't know about this truth. You didn't know about this situation. Maybe something was done behind the scenes that you did not know. And once you found out, right, like you can see her eyes are closed. Her, him, doesn't matter, not a gender specific. It hurts you at a very deep level, Mama Taurus and Daddy Taurus. Something here disappointed you big time. And I think this is what might have caused you to kind of be like, you know what, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to be single right now for now. I just can't do this no more. So let's talk about the Judgment in the recent past. I'm going to talk about the Judgment in the recent past. Okay, so the Judgment here is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Here is you. Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus at the bottom of the deck. The Hierophant represents someone that's very spiritual, someone that's connected to the divine, someone who, will compromise and will conform with the right person for the right reasons. So in the recent past, I feel like that the decision here that you had to make here, whether, here is the thing, look at the sequence of the cards, whether you wanted to stay into this connection, into this relationship, and work it out, try to make it work, or leave. Whether it was a marriage, it was a fling, it was a connection, whatever it was, dear Taurus, you had to make a decision here with the Judgment if you wanted to stay in this connection or not. Okay, because you are somebody, dear Taurus, that when you get invested into a relationship, you invest all the way through, and it's hard for you to disinvest your energy. So you definitely came to a realization where you were like, you know what, I'm gonna have to make a decision here. And you were confused. I think you just had a lot going on. You had a lot on your plate. So maybe you decided to completely disconnect from this person. There was a lot of indecision. Even if you give a second chance, I think it's just things were just not so clear. Okay, so let's talk about the present moment here, dear Taurus. I'm going to talk about the Page of Pentacles. Let's talk about the Page of Pentacles here in the present moment for you, dear Taurus. Page of Pentacles in the present moment. So the Page of Pentacles here is clarified by the Ten of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Someone's love has, wow. And then you showed up again at the bottom of the deck. And you know about this. I know that you're very much aware of this. You have been feeling this person's energy a lot for you, in front of you, inside of you. So the Hierophant is your commitment. And you know that that's something that you would want to have with this person eventually once you see them changing and healing. Page of Pentacles is a new offer. Someone's love has grown so much that almost like I'm getting this energy of like it doesn't recognize any boundaries or any distance. It doesn't matter. Okay, what happened in the past possibly. Like they want to come and reconcile. The Three of Cups here is always the card of reconciliation here, wanting to make things work, wanting to reconcile and connect with you. The Ten of Cups here is about family, union, reunion. Let's talk about the Two of Wands. And this is the Ten of Wands. I think there is a lot of baggage. There is a lot of memories and a lot of pain, and I'm sending you a huge hug that you might have been still carrying with you, but you are at the point of like, you're at the epitome of like closing off this chapter and closing this cycle with whatever happened with this person. So the Ten of Wands here is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So in the present moment, I think what you're going to be doing is that, first of all, you're not rushing into it. This is a very earth energy, which I love, not rushing into making a decision, not wanting to force anything here, right? Knight of Pentacles, standing still and observing. Standing still and observing and wanting to take a moment to really realize if this is something that you would want to go into right away. Ace of Cups here is, yes, the love offer is here. This person is wanting to eventually come towards you and make an offer. They want to talk to you. There is this desire here to make amends. You know, their love has grown so much stronger for you, but you are in the middle of closing a cycle. Like you're in the middle, literally you're in the midst of like healing, still closing things, still trying to detach from certain scenarios and certain situations. So you obviously definitely don't want to rush into it. So let's talk about the World card here, because you are closing off a major cycle here. Let's talk about the World card here for you. What is the World card here about for my Tauruses? The World card, let's talk about that. So the World card here is clarified by the Empress, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Wands, and then Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So first things first, I think there is, first of all, this is showing like a partnership, right? Not a gender specific, but you can see there is a King of Wands looking at the Empress, right? And in the middle, there is the Nine of Cups. Here is the thing, the art of detachment, the game of detachment, and the game of life. You got to choose yourself. It's an energetic exchange. It's an energetic, how do you call it? It's an energetic action. It's like you do it on an energetic level. Excuse me. I'm trying to get my thoughts together because I'll tell you at the end what's happening. It's really exciting. So you're trying to gather your thoughts together. You are trying to really decide how much in the present moment, like how much are you willing to invest into this relationship and how much are you wanting to focus on yourself. This is a self-fulfillment energy. This is about your own happiness, doing the things that actually make you happy, focusing on yourself, doing the things that bring you joy and happiness. And yes, this person is ready to come into a relationship with you, but you are a nurturing person. Like you nurture yourself. You might be a mother, you might be someone that has children, or you're gonna have children. But there's something about motherhood here. It could be a father also, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I have Daddy Taurus is watching me as well. Hi, Dad. So you're in the middle of closing a chapter. Okay, this is the name of this chapter. Self-abandonment. You are stopping basically the self-abandonment thing here that you used to do often in the recent past. Now, let's talk about the Page of Swords here in the near future. Page of Swords here is talking about a communication. Someone here is very much determined to like talk to you. I think this person might be like patient to wait on you to see, that you are finished with this situation. Like I said, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Pisceana. Okay, basically all the cards could be a Libra or a Gemini too. So the Page of Swords here is clarified by the King of Pentacles. This is your energy because they want to talk to you. Nine of Swords, and the Emperor, Aries energy, Aries. So this person is very determined to actually talk to you and offer you a brand new beginning here. There is a lot of stress. There is a lot of stress about this situation. There is a lot of questions. A lot of things are kind of like up in the air here. And I feel like that this has to do also a lot with power struggles. Maybe there is power positions, something about power. And someone here is a business owner. I don't know who this person is, you or your person. Business owner, they own a mega house, mega business, mega church, whatever the situation is. Someone here is working a lot. Like they have a position. Could be having a position in the government or something. Like they have a higher authority, okay? It could be you. You're the big boss. You're the big boss anyways. So the Four of Cups here is clarified by the Page of Cups, Five of Swords. Page of Swords here is twice, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so here is the thing. Hashtag thing. Okay, there is the Eight of Wands, and then there is the Eight of Wands as a challenge also. So remember, and I was saying somebody here is wanted to communicate with you. This person wants to talk to you about the Five of Swords situation that happened between you and them. Obviously, there was some sort of a fallout. Something here came to an end. There was a lot of disappointment. And I am slowly getting here this energy of like someone here being in the place of like this person tried to maybe they said things that hurt you at a very deep level, and they're being very apologetic about it. Like they're apologizing, they're feeling remorseful about it, and they're wanting to come forward to make amends with you. And they see you with the Four of Cups here. You might be closed off about it. You might be still processing. You might be still healing from that. but this is definitely about conflict resolution and wanting to make things right with you and to talk to you and to basically heal things with you. Let's clarify the star. Let's talk about the star here. I'm going to clarify the star. What is the star here about? I'm so excited. My hands are a little shaky, and I'll tell you why. So let's clarify the star. The star here is clarified by the Hierophant, the Devil, and the Sun. All right, so here you go. There is also the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So heavy Capricorn energy, Leo energy here, okay, and you. So this has to do a lot with commitment, okay? Somebody here is like their love has grown so much that you still keep showing up also in the star. They see you as somebody that's the star, okay? They see you somebody as a person, dear Taurus, that they would really want to build a connection with, build a family with, build a foundation with. There's also the Sun card here, which is talking about, you know, children, being playful also, and innocence. And the Sun and the Devil, those are two different energies, but you know what? Those can get along together very well. The Devil is there ain't no bad card. There ain't no bad card in tarot. This is about, you know, really being in this place of like, you know, let's make it work. There is a very strong sexual connection between us. Why deny it, right? Why pretend it's not? That's not what it is. So somebody here wants to really make this work with you. Like they really are very determined. There is a King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisceana. And then Kings at the bottom, like communication, and then the Wheel of Fortune, talking about destiny, talking about commitment here, okay, something here that's predestined to be. Now, let's talk about the advice. What is the advice for my Mama Taurus and my Daddy Taurus? Let's talk about the advice here for you. What is the advice? So the advice here is the Five of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, there is the Nine of Swords. Yes, there is hurt. Yes, there is disappointment. There is pain that you're experiencing. And I'm sending you a huge hug. So you are in the middle. You are in the middle, like I said, with the World and the Ten of Wands. You're in the middle of closing a cycle, and you're still closing that. You're still healing. You're still recovering, right? So there is this energy of you, you know, being in the middle of something major. You're also healing some childhood wounds and trauma. Five of Wands here is talking about internal conflict. Taurus, you got to see yourself. You got to look at yourself into the mirror and say, I love what I see. I love who I see into the mirror. This is me. I love myself. That's what you got to say, Taurus. Yes, because you deserve that love. Because you are that. Okay? You are the it girl. You're the it guy. You're the it person. You know what I'm saying? You got to start pouring into your life. I know you are the sign that's very reserved. You're very demure. You're very mindful. You just sit back. You're not involved in drama, chaos, whatever. You want your own good food. You want your own good time, your spirituality, your meditation, your own space, right? So please, go back home. That's who you are. You are connected with the divine. You're a very spiritual person. Very spiritual person. And I know that you are doing that. I think it's just a reminder that, if I may say, for some of you, right, to go back to the roots. Maybe some of you forsaken, what biblical word, but you maybe, you know, yeah, you just maybe discontinued the meditation or the breath work and things like that. This is the time for you to go back to that. This person's love has grown very much stronger, that it knows no boundaries, and they want to come towards you. But the question here is, you're in the middle of closing a cycle and you're healing from something, right? So your main focus here should be you, King of Pentacles, you, Taurus. Okay, you got to prioritize yourself and then make the decision if you want to get back with this person. Because whatever happened here in the recent past that we talked about, it is something that has hurt you at a very deep level. On and off, in and out, confusion. You try to put all the efforts into it, didn't work out. So I'm saying, so before I get into something to share, which is right next to me, I do want to pull the animal guide, the animal oracle card here for you, which was gifted to me by Mystic Dragon, for which I'm so thankful. Thank you so much for this oracle cards. It's a great addition. Seven of Air. So it says magpie, okay, and it says caution will help you avoid the loss of valuables, including non-material resources such as time or peace of mind. Be aware of the results of your actions as well as what others might be doing behind your back. Okay? Because there is this sense of betrayal. Could it be person, could have been a job, whatever it is, right? Somebody who did things behind your back, and your trust is is very like you're a fixed sign like me. I'm a Leo, you're a Taurus, right? Scorpio, Aquarius, very fixed signs, four of them. Four of us. So, it's time to be loyal to yourself. It's time to be the Hierophant and commit to yourself and to your goals, dear Taurus. So it's like this is a warning of like be aware of the results of your actions. And your actions can be like when you meditate and you breath work, be aware of the amazing results that are gonna come to you. The nervous system regulation is going to bring you so much calmness and peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to always expect or see the worst in other people, but it's always good to be wary and to set boundaries, because no is a complete sentence, and that's something that we also got to say as well. So Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus, allow me the opportunity to see where we are at right now. Where are we? How many cutie patooties are there right now? Sprinkle, sprinkle, y'all, and let's talk about this. So we are actually right now in the 99,928 cutie patooties. You are one of them right now. This is a countdown. By the time you'll be watching this video, we are hitting the 100,000 subscribers. Sprinkle, sprinkle, y'all. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for being here with me from the bottom of my heart, for all the love you have shown, for all the amazing care and accepting me to be someone that's your son. My mom is a Taurus, right? And you have shown me so much that I feel like, honestly, when I get into your reading, Taurus, right, I just feel like I'm talking to my parents. Like I feel like I'm talking to someone that's my family. And yes, during Sagittarius reading, during this sign's reading, I rap, I do all kinds of things and everything, right? But when it comes to you and to Capricorn, I just like sit up straight. I may be goofy, I'm goofy, yeah, but also I'm the funny Armenian guy. But at the same time, like there's this sense of reverence and honor. I mean, I love and honor all the signs, but it's just different with you. Towards you, that I'm like, it's like as if I'm like in front of my parents, like are watching me. You know what I mean? So I want to be like demure, respectful, and mindful and professional. So, but I'll always be a little kid. So thank you. This is a journey that we have been together, and my life really has changed. And this would not have been possible without you, dear Taurus. And you have been an amazing catalyst into the growth of my journey, my spiritual journey, my channel, and everything. And I read your comments, I see you, I hear you, and I'm here to serve, and I'm here to slay and help as many people as I can. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'm sending you a huge hug, and I'll see you on the next one.